All right, quick unbox and overview of this guy before we take her down to the range and try her out. And I'll try to get some images on range for you guys of the reticles. Cyelee Shark X Pro. Got your instruction manual here. There's a look at that. There you can see the different reticles. So, as I said, I should have some imagery up later in the video of those for you, the best that I can get for you. Lifetime warranty. Some little tips there, how to zero it, whatnot. Same goes for here, little quick reference cards. And yes, I've already been into this. And I've actually already had it mounted up to the pistol and all that. We're doing this in a little bit reverse order, but there she is there. Okay. There's your windage adjustment, or excuse me, elevation adjustment. And on the side, there's your windage elevation. Jesus, I cannot talk. Your windage adjustment there. There's your side battery tray so that you don't have to dismount to change the battery when it comes time. And you got kind of little rudimentary little rear sights here built in. So certain pistols, that'll line up decent with the front sight. It just depends on what you put it on there. That way you can get some sort of co-witness. Again, it's going to vary by model. And there she is there. You got an extended ramp there. So if you got a one-handed racket against wood or a rock or anything like that, you can do so without damaging the glass there. Real thick hood there. So that's her out of the box. Of course, Cyelee always includes, I got them open here, but a ton of hardware to get you mounted up on most pistols. So you can see all kinds of different screws and thread sizes and such to do so. I don't think I've ever actually, I'm not sure. I don't generally always am able to get them mounted up. I think I had one weird one once. It's because I had to make some weird plate for it. But generally, I never have an issue getting them mounted up with the hardware they include. There's your wrenches there. And I believe that's it. I just want to check back here on something real quick. I seen that Glock slide in there. I wanted to see what it was saying. Okay, it's just using that as a reference. So yeah, definitely always test them, make sure they screw in properly and all that. Don't just assume you got the right size. Pretty self-explanatory there. There's your dimensions there, and most of the selling points of this thing are going to be listed on the box here. Again, there will be a link in the description if you want to check it out in more detail. But there's some options there. So you got a lockout mode there. Obviously, it's Delta Point Pro footprint. 10 different brightness settings. 2 of them are going to work for you with night vision, whereas the other 8 are for daytime. Again, I'll get you some screenshots of those different reticles there and how bright they are and whatnot, which are always plenty bright with these Cylees. You got the motion deactivated standby there, so it's got the auto on, auto off, or you can do it manually, up to 50,000 hour battery life. Again, obviously the 3 different reticle options there. You can switch between them. 1 MOA click adjustments, and drop proof when mounted to a 35-ounce pistol on concrete from a 6-foot drop. And I don't think I'll be able to show you guys in here because it's not going to want to focus on me, but you'll just hit the plus button here, turn her on, and then you hold the negative button down for a few seconds to shut her off if you're doing it manually. Okay, so she's off there. And again, it does have the auto on, auto off if you have it set up to do such. Currently, I have it in manual mode. And then to switch to reticles, it's going to be hard to see, but you'll just press and hold that plus, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds. And you could kind of see it change there in the camera. So it changed the reticle, and then we'll change to another one. And I've seen a little tiny flash there, but yeah, I'm going to have to get better focus on this for you guys. But press and hold the plus buttons, how you switch between the reticles. Should be able to see this one change, pressing and holding now. And we went back to the dot there, which again, I got to get a focus on it and all that. Always looks horrible through the camera, but that's your general operation right there. So let's get down to the range, get her mounted up, and try her out. This is actually footage from a recent Staccato review. If you want to check that out, the full review, I'll put a link in the description. Target is at 25 yards. Now 20. 25. So here's my best attempt at getting you guys some photos of the reticles. It always looks way better in person. I got these turned down quite a bit just so I could get a decent focus on them. But it always looks much more fine and crisp and brighter in person. So this is the best I could accomplish with the dot here. And then my camera's changing focus on me here. Excuse me, I can't talk. So here's the just ring reticle, which again looks way better in person. And also due to where I had to hold the camera, it looks a little smaller than it does in real life. You'll also notice there's like this weird reflection around the reticle and also the red at the top of the screen. You do not see that in real life. It's just the camera picking it up for some reason. I don't see that reflection. And then here is the ring reticle with the dot in the center. Again, it's got a weird focus on it, so it looks much more clear and crisp in person, and it does look a little bit larger than that as well in person. However, the red dot looks a little bit smaller in person than what the camera managed to focus on here. And it depends on how bright you have it as well. It will look a little larger the brighter it is. But let me tell you, I used that little fine red dot and managed to get 100 and 150 yard hits with this thing. Really no problem. So here's footage from that. So yeah, no big surprise there. Great optic for the money, just like always. I've probably reviewed about a dozen of these on the channel. If you want to see some of the other ones I've reviewed, check out the parts, accessories, and optics playlist. But I continue to support their brand because these things are just absolutely awesome for the price. I wholly believe that they completely compete with Holosun, and they're usually a good bit cheaper than Holosun as well. But anyways, if you need an optic for the DPP footprint, there you go. Again, there'll be a link in the description if you want to go check it out. Also, for any of the other products you see me using in any of my videos, links in the description for all that as well. Like my earmuffs, safety glasses, shooting bag, rangefinder, ballistics, gelatin, paper targets, steel targets, and more. But thanks for stopping by and checking this one out, and I hope to see you on the next one.